There is a thing about women men have to know. Women like to play pity party. Yeah. They don't like to be accountable when something happens. They can't say it out. They can't take responsibility of their own errors.
Hello, guys. Today we're going to talk about why men or some men lies to women. Why they lie, they tell lies to women. You know what I mean? Because some men, this is normal. They're gonna lie to women. Whether to get their attention or whether to make them to follow them. You know what I mean? And sometimes people think that men just want to lie. I'm not encouraging lying to anyone. You know what I mean? So I'm talking about those that does it, and I'm gonna give you a reason why they do it. Some of them does this lying, and the number one reason is that women they don't live in a truth world. Most women don't live in a truth world. They don't. When I say they don't live in a truth world, is that if they are kind of they resist truth. They don't like for you to be real with them, like to tell them truth. Even about yourself. That's why men fake. They follow this fake life. There's somebody can fake his life that is rich, and the women will be attracted to the person. Just because of what they see. Appearance of the person. He may appear to be rich, which he is not. And the woman will fall for this kind of trick. So men does it. But another thing is that women they don't handle truth very well, and I'm gonna give you example. Even though some of them would like to tell men truth the way they say things, they will tell you. If they don't like you, they will, some of them will let you know, which is truth, and men have to carry this. But if a woman approach a man and they don't like the man, and the man doesn't like the woman, if you tell the woman you don't like verbatim, you're gonna piss her off. It's gonna you'll be her worst enemy. You know what I mean? But not only that, is that woman doesn't handle truth very well. Like if a woman is fat, for instance, and you step to a woman that is fat, you are very fat, you need to lose weight. If the woman have poison and they have access to your food, he will give you that. He will put poison in your food. Most of them, just because you piss them off, you tell them the truth that you are fat, which is true, but they don't handle it well. That's why if you want a woman to hate you, even if the woman is fat, you remind that woman that you are fat. You know what I mean? That woman will never come close to you again. That's the way it is. But on the other hand, if you're a man and a woman tells you the truth, yeah, you take it in your chin, even though you might not, even though you might not like it, but it's truth. You have to take it. Like if you're a man and somebody is telling you that you're getting big or you're getting fat, if a man is telling you that you're getting fat, your fellow man or your friend is telling you that you're getting fat, you're not gonna hit your friend for telling you that you're getting fat. You might be like angry at the moment, and you might respond and say, "Oh, I'm not getting fat. I think I'm losing weight." But inside you think about it and say, maybe these people might be right. Let me work on my body and get in shape. Maybe they're telling me the truth, and I'm not gonna hate somebody that is telling me the truth. But this is what we have. But if it's the other way around, you tell the woman the truth, you lose that woman. See, this is the motivation some men have in telling the woman lies. And I know a lady, and we used to live in the same place before. And anytime she saw me, like if she see me, like if you haven't seen me like in 2 months or 3 months, anytime she see me, that's when I'm gonna know whether I'm adding weight or I'm not. Because anytime you see me and she said to me, "Look, you're adding weight," I would say okay. She anytime she see me, if she didn't say anything about my weight, I'm not adding anything. But most of the time when she see me, if I'm adding weight, she all the time, not even like most of the time, she would tell me, you're adding weight. And I would say, oh, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna try to lose weight. But if I do the same thing to her, she will not like to see me again. You know what I mean? But they can give, but they cannot take. That's why men, they hide the truth from them and deal with them the way because they don't want to lose them sometimes, because they're living in a different world. Peace.